Hello everyone, Ken the Bearded Accountant here, and I have something a little different for you today. I'm going to do my 5 top beard companies. Now, I've never done a list like this before. My thought process always was, I probably haven't tried half the companies out there, maybe not even a third. So what the hell do I think I'm doing given a list? I decided to take this from a Godfather approach. You put me in a room and let me know either on the pad, they're going to be 5 company names or my brain's on the paper, and I've just got to come up with the list. And I'm going to take it as though I have to pick 5 companies. If that's all I could use for the rest of my life, these are the ones I'd pick. In other words, if you can only have one, that's the company. Okay, we'll let you have 2. These are the 2 companies, and so forth, and so on. And I'll get right into it right after this quick intro. Okay, I don't want my brains on the pad, so I'm going to get right into it. My first pick, if I had to pick one company and one company only, and that's all I could use for the rest of my life, I'd have to go with the Luxurious Bastard. The reason I'm picking the Luxurious Bastard, I just love the feeling beard. I love the number of scents he has. I'm not that much into complex scents, and to be honest, there are a good number of his scents that are just too much for me. But when I love a scent from Luxurious Bastard, I absolutely love it. I love their balm. I don't use balms often, but when I do use a balm, this one's the balm, it gives tremendous hold, plus leaves my beard super soft. In the butter, I'm warming up to. It's kind of a thick, pasty butter. I wore it in my beard a couple of nights. My beard was super, super soft. And with Luxurious Bastard, he's the master of custom orders. In fact, I'm going to be putting a custom order in today. He doesn't do it all that often, but whatever you ask for, that's what you get. And so, number 1 on my list, Luxurious Bastard, all the way. Now, moving on to number 2. Now, for number 2, if I could only have 2 companies, I'd want a little ostrich oil or emu in my life. Now, the 2 companies that I've really tried that I've enjoyed are Black Rebel and Magic City. As far as feeling beard, I really think these are somewhat comparable. With Black Rebel, I feel my beard is softer than with Magic City, but with Magic City, I feel I can get better styling. I love loud, in-your-face scents, so I've got to go with Black Rebel. Also, one of my favorite scents in the world, the Chieftain, I know someday is going to be brought back. And when it does, I want to be able to get it. And I really like the butter. The butter is a heavy, pasty butter. I really enjoy it. So number 2 on my list is Black Rebel. If I can only have 2 companies that I could use forever, it would be Luxurious Bastard and Black Rebel. Moving on to number 3. Now, number 3, the oil I'm about to mention was going to be my number 4. But as I really got thinking about it, I just had to bump it up to give me a little variety. I've got the medium, just works great in my beard oil. I've got the ostrich oil. And then next up, Artia's Man. I don't wear Artia's Man all that often, maybe once every 2 weeks, maybe, sometimes once a week. But I would always want this available to me. And their butter is nice, heavy, thick, pasty butter, which I really enjoy. So Artia's Man is number 3. Now moving on to number 4, which was going to be my number 3. Now this is where it gets a little tough. For my number 4 pick, I was going to go with just another medium oil that I really enjoy. There are a few different companies that immediately come to mind when I think of these. Weatherbeard, Defined, and Tailored. And for the number 4 spot, I decided Weatherbeard is the way I wanted to go for number 4, because both Defined and Tailored, and it really came to the butter when I decided on these. Defined and Tailored, to me, their butters are that thick, pasty butter. And if I'm picking my 4th, I've already got that covered with 1, 2, and 3. So what really put Weatherbeard over the top was this wonderful, soft, easily applicable butter. So they are number 4 on my list. Number 5, this was a tough one. I toyed with a couple of different companies. I thought about Alley Cat because I love how well it absorbs in my beard and how well my beard styles with it. I thought about Curum Nidurtha, that's also for me, absorbs very well but styles wonderfully. And I came down to a company that I don't even buy from as far as my number 5 pick. And that is Nicholas Beardworks. Now, Nicholas Beardworks, I've only tried them once, and I tried their base blend. I have some issues with Nicholas Beardworks as far as their website. I find their website difficult to navigate. I remember at one point when I finally just gave in and said I wanted to try Nicholas Beardworks. The first thing I noticed when I went down the scent profile list, it didn't look like there were a lot of scent profiles there that I'd really like. When I did order, I got a bunch of those. Nicholas Beardworks always throws in extras. I got a lot of those scent profiles that I didn't think were for me, and I absolutely love them. I have never tried all their higher end blends, but from what I hear, they're awesome. I haven't ordered from them yet, besides the base blend, because every time I go on the website, I get frustrated and just a little angry that they make it so difficult. I think it's almost appropriate that they have little skull bottles. It makes me think of Raiders of the Lost Ark. For you to figure out what he offers and what the blends are and why you should get this one over that one, it's almost like, you've got to prove you're worthy and you can get through his website and understand it. I did have a conversation, I believe it's Alex from Nicholas Beardworks on Instagram, and he did send me an email listing the different carrier blends that he has. I asked the question, is there anywhere on your website where I can get this information? A summary of your different blends, maybe what, the purpose is behind the different blends? And the answer was no. No, there's nowhere on the website you can find that. And I would have thought if I was an owner, that would prompt me to put it on the website. I don't know if it's on there yet. I couldn't check the website because I knew if I checked the website, I would have gotten pissed off again and I would have picked a different number 5. But kind of on spec because there's such a wide range. For the number 5 spot, I wanted a thin absorbing oil, something a little different than the first 4. And I know that Nicholas Beardworks has that. He's got an oil that's almost the consistency of water. I'd love to try it someday. I know I could figure out the website. I just don't like the idea that, and I understand sometimes someone's an artist and that kind of organizational thing is not addressed. Or perhaps he's got so many sales he can barely keep up. So you have to prove you're worthy by figuring out the website. For those that say the website is very easy, that's silly, it's not difficult, there are too many of us that say the website's difficult for it to not be the case. So Nicholas Beardworks is number 5. So to summarize and go through them all again, number 1, my favorite, Luxurious Bastard. Number 2 is Black Rebel. I do have some J's coming in, so who knows how long that Black Rebel would hold that number 2 spot, but I think they're pretty solidly there. Artie's Man, not going anywhere. Weatherbeard, there are other oils that I enjoy as much as them, but their butter put them over the top for that number 4 spot. Number 5, Nicholas Beardworks, just because their base blend was awesome, so I've got to imagine those other blends they've got are terrific too. I just wish he would make the website more user-friendly. There even, for the carrier blends, if I remember correctly, there are different names for the carrier blend. One is like Vanguard something or other, but it means it just, I don't care who says you're wrong, it's easy. I'm not a dummy. I could figure it out. I just choose not to spend my time. I find it bothersome that it's not as simple as it should be. As an example, Jolly Old Fat Man. A lot of people say it's kind of tough because they've got 5 blends, but Jolly Old Fat Man does have a page where he lists the different blends. And if you were to really look at those, you'll see that there are really 2 blends, 1 blend and a second blend. And then to each of these, you add that BTMS and you get 4 blends. And then their 5th blend is one of the blends with a couple of oils stripped out. I understand 5 different carrier blends sounds like a lot, but he does summarize it. Once you actually look at it, you see it's not that difficult. I really wish Nicholas Beard Works would do that and, not make me feel like I'm, what's his name from Raiders of the Lost Ark? Indiana Jones. If you can make it through the website and figure out what you want, then you get the little skull. Because for me personally, if a company has 5 blends, I don't want to figure out what 3 of them are and say, oh, well, I'll get this one when I still don't know what's going on with the other 2. And I know I'm harping on this, but I'm choosing them as number 5 without really trying anything but their base blend because the website is a pain in the butt. I could figure it out. I choose not to. It should be easier. And with that, I'm done. This is my first 5 list. Please let me know in the comments section what you think of the list. If you've got some other companies that you think maybe I should try that could beat out some of these companies. And with that, I'm out of here. Please hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and like button if you think I did a good job. Thank you, and I will see you on the next one.